What you are about to witness is a moment of professional arrogance that will cost one woman her entire career. A 35-year-old corporate defense attorney, dripping in confidence and expensive tailoring, walks into Judge Caprio's courtroom for 4 outstanding parking tickets. She's not here to apologize. She's here to win. But as the judge patiently explains the law, she does something so breathtakingly arrogant and disrespectful that the entire courtroom erupts in disbelief. She pulls out her phone and starts drafting an official appeal document right there in open court, while the judge is still speaking to her. What the judge does next is not just a ruling, it's a masterclass in protecting the dignity of the judicial system. It's a devastating consequence that proves status and legal knowledge do not exempt you from basic respect. Before we reveal the stunning outcome of her contempt, less than 1% of viewers are subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button right now, because this story of accountability is the one the elite don't want you to see. It's Wednesday morning, 9:30 a.m., Providence Municipal Court. The judge is handling a docket of minor violations, completely unaware that his next defendant will try to turn his courtroom into her personal law school lecture. The bailiff calls. Lauren Chandler. 4 unpaid parking violations. Lauren Chandler walks in like she owns the building. Everything about her screams expensive success. A severe haircut, a suit that cost more than the average monthly salary, and a sense of detached amusement as she approaches the podium. She carries herself not as a defendant, but as a superior being who has been inconvenienced by the lower classes. Good morning, Ms. Chandler. I see you are here regarding 4 unpaid citations totaling $385. You're listed as an attorney? The judge begins. That's correct, Your Honor. Corporate litigation. I was driving my firm's vehicle. And if we could expedite this, my billable hours are quite expensive. Even for traffic court. Lauren Chandler replies with a smooth, confident, and condescending tone. The courtroom tenses at her blatant dismissal of the process. Ms. Chandler, this court understands the value of time, but every citizen here deserves our full attention, including you. Now, how do you plead to these 4 violations dating back to June? The judge asks. I plead technically guilty, Your Honor, but I assert that 3 of the 4 tickets were issued under circumstances that violate the city ordinance on municipal signage. And, Ms. Chandler, I am not asking for a legal brief right now. I am asking for a plea. Guilty, not guilty, or no contest. Fine, I was technically guilty of parking there. Let's process the fine. Can I use a firm credit card? She asks, sighing and rolling her eyes slightly. The judge's signature warmth begins to fade. He knows arrogance when he sees it, and this woman is radiating it. Ms. Chandler, 4 tickets over 6 months shows a pattern. It suggests not a one-time mistake, but a belief that the rules simply do not apply to you. Is that accurate? Your Honor, I'm a very busy person. My work involves securing multi-million-dollar deals that affect thousands of jobs. When I park quickly where it's convenient. I view the fine as a minor tax on my efficiency. I pay them. A tax on your efficiency. Do you understand that your convenience often blocks access for delivery vehicles, public transport, or disabled access points? The street cleaning signs are barely visible, Your Honor. And frankly, the city makes revenue on these traps because people like me are too busy to contest them. The judge reviews the details of the 4 tickets. This ticket was issued for parking directly in front of a fire hydrant, which was clearly a mistake. Your Honor, I was distracted. A mistake that could have cost lives. Ms. Chandler, I see no remorse here. I see an expensive lawyer trying to talk her way out of an inconvenience. Your Honor, with all due respect, I didn't come here for a lecture on public service. I came here to clear my docket. I am wasting time I could be using to represent actual defendants in actual criminal court, not arguing over $385, and the people whose vehicles were inconvenienced by your parking were trying to pick up their elderly mother or deliver groceries. Their time is just as valuable as your billable hours. If this corporate arrogance makes your blood boil, please like this video and let us know in the comments below. What should the judge do next? Should he be lenient or should he deliver the maximum penalty? Ms. Chandler, your total fine for these 4 violations is $385. I'm going to reduce that by 1/3 to $256 on the condition that you spend 3 hours of your time working for the city's elderly transportation service. You can pay the fine with your time. You want me to drive a minivan for old people? Your Honor, that is insane. I am a partner-track corporate attorney, not a volunteer. Then pay the full fine, Ms. Chandler, you choose. This entire process is absurd. The ruling is subjective, the fines are punitive, and the suggested community service is, in a moment of spectacular professional suicide, fueled by rage and entitlement, Lauren Chandler pulls her phone out of her jacket pocket. She slides it onto the podium, unlocks it, and begins typing furiously, barely glancing at the judge. Ms. Chandler, what are you doing? The judge asks, his voice dropping to a cold, controlled whisper. I'm drafting the appeal, Your Honor. I find your ruling to be a clear example of judicial overreach. I'm filing it with the appellate division immediately. This conversation is over. Courtroom gasps. The bailiff steps forward. The sound of rapid, furious typing is audible. Ms. Chandler, put the phone down now. The judge demands, standing up slowly, his face pale with cold fury. I told you, Your Honor, I'm busy. I don't have time to argue traffic law with a municipal court judge. You'll receive the document in your chambers. Bailiff, please confiscate Ms. Chandler's phone and secure the doors. 2 court officers move swiftly. Lauren, realizing her mistake, tries to snatch the phone back, but the officer is too quick. All the color drains from her face. Your Honor, you can't take my property. I have client communication. This is unethical. You just attempted to file an official appeal, interrupting a sitting judge while showing blatant contempt for this court and its process. You attempted to use your perceived legal status to belittle and circumvent this entire proceeding. You have crossed a line that cannot be uncrossed. I am finding you in contempt of court for deliberately disrupting this hearing and showing repeated disrespect to this institution. The original fines are now increased to the maximum $1,000. And for the contempt charge, the penalty is 72 hours in the Providence County Jail. Jail? I can't go to jail. I have a deposition tomorrow. I'm a lawyer. This will destroy my career. You should have thought about your career before you decided to insult the very system you claim to represent. Your disrespect for this courtroom is a disrespect for every client, every law, and every citizen who respects the rule of law. Bailiff, process Ms. Chandler for custody immediately. As court officers put handcuffs on the stunned attorney, her designer suit looked ridiculous in the context of her humiliating, self-inflicted downfall. The judge addresses the silent gallery. Ladies and gentlemen, I take no pleasure in that action, but this court will not allow itself to be treated like a fast food drive-thru, where people of status throw money at their problems and disrespect the rules. When an attorney and officer of the court shows such contempt, it is an attack on the foundation of justice. Ms. Chandler will spend 72 hours reflecting on one simple principle. Your credentials and your income do not give you permission to be a bad citizen. You follow the same rules as the delivery driver and the retiree. Lauren Chandler's firm, upon seeing the public footage, immediately released a statement distancing themselves and suspending her indefinitely. The video went viral overnight, with millions cheering the judge for holding the elite accountable. The story became a global example of the dangers of professional arrogance. The judge's final word. The next time you walk into any institution, a school, a hospital, or a court, remember this moment. Your title is irrelevant to your obligation to show basic respect. This courtroom will always value character over currency. If you believe the system should hold everyone, especially the privileged, accountable, like this video and subscribe to our channel right now, and tell us in the comments, what should the ultimate consequence be for an attorney who insults the court? Drop your verdict below, and we'll see you in the next case where arrogance meets its match.